because I never hit rock bottom until the day you let me go. And once you let me go, it sucked for everybody. It sucks for you. It sucks for me. But you still took care of me on my way out. You gave me another chance. And when I came in, I told you I was changed, and I haven't looked back since.
Welcome back to another episode of the Built Different podcast. I'm your host, the CEO of Tilghman Builders, Eric Tilghman. And our mission in business and goal for this podcast is to change the construction industry and what it means to be a contractor. Today's guest is Mike Monzo. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Mike Monzo is a carpenter too at Tilghman Builders, a devoted husband to his wife, Amanda, and a proud father of 2 boys.
One girl, one boy.
One girl, one boy?
Olivia.
How'd I get that wrong?
I don't know. You met her 1,000 times.
I thought you had an older son. Like an older son.
9 and a 17-year-old.
That's
17-year-old
a
daughter.
Way to start this podcast. I've known you forever.
It's okay. I forgive you.
I'm sorry, man. The one I know the most is Mason.
Yeah.
That's right. Your daughter's older.
Yeah.
You have an older
stepdaughter.
Got it.
Yeah.
Scratch that part. He's been with our company for over 5 years and has become much more than a carpenter. Mike is one of the strongest culture carriers in our organization, a positive force, a loyal teammate, and someone who genuinely cares about the people around him. He is the kind of person who checks on his coworkers, encourages them when they're struggling, and celebrates their wins as if they're his own wins. When people talk about company culture, they're usually talking about people like Mike.
Everybody want to be like mine.
His journey has not been a straight line. He's faced adversity, setbacks, and seasons of personal growth. But through perseverance, accountability, and a commitment to becoming a better man, he's continued to rise. Over the years, he's worked his way up through the company, earning the respect of his teammates and becoming one of the biggest advocates for our mission, vision, and values. When Mike first joined us, he was looking for more than just a job. Today, he's found purpose, belonging, and a career he's proud of. He has transformed from an unhappy Amazon driver searching for direction into a skilled craftsman, a trusted teammate, and a man deeply committed to his family and his future. More importantly, he's proof that when people are given the opportunity to grow, supported by the right culture, and willing to do the work, incredible things can happen. In a company built on honesty, accountability, and kindness, Mike embodies all 3. This is my friend, my teammate, and one of the strongest culture carriers in our company, Mike Monzo.
Yes.
Officially, welcome.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. So how you doing?
I'm good.
You, it doesn't take long for, in talking to you, it doesn't take long for somebody to realize that you love your job and where you work.
I do. I love pretty much
Here, talk, just pull that mic right up. I feel like Rogan. Rogan always has to say that. Pull that thing right up to your mouth.
All right.
Spin it around. Yeah, sit back and chill. There you go.
How's that?
Pull that arm up. You're not gonna break it. There you go.
Good?
Yeah, lower that. Lower it. You ever watch a podcast?
No.
Come on. Hey, that's good.
All right, cool. Yeah, I do love my job. One of the best parts about my job is watching something that was basically nothing and turn it into something we built from scratch.
Yeah.
It's the most satisfying part.
Yeah. I miss that. I miss that part of being in the field.
Yeah, it's fun. And you get a free tan.
You get a free tan. That's right. Yeah, good. What when we first met, we should talk about that for a second. So, because I don't know, you've brought that up many times over the years. I called you, see if you wanted a job. Tell me your story. What's that look like?
I was on Indeed, and you actually called me, and I actually still have the voicemail. I saved that from 5 years ago, and I just remember how convincing you sounded, and I kind of was looking for somewhere to stay for a while, and you gave me that opportunity on a job site. We met at a job site, and I got to meet a couple of the guys who are currently not here anymore. But it was a good interview. You asked me if I could pass a drug test. I said yeah, and here we are.
Did you pass it?
I
You
think
did.
marijuana came up. Did a little party in the weekend before.
It's okay.
Yeah, everybody loves weed.
So what was what was your first impression of Tilghman Builders, right? I mean, it was a lot different than today. I interviewed at a job site, right? Because we didn't have an office
Right.
then. So
So
what-
you stuck me with Eric Kovac, and he was a great first impression kind of guy. Asked me what I knew, told him what I knew, and he threw me into the fire.
Cool.
No hesitation.
Cool.
So
Nice, man.
I think our first job was Gavin or
Yeah, that's right. I remember it. Yeah, on
Yeah.
Penland Pike. Yeah,
when they asked us to swap out the screws for nails
I remember.
in their interior wall.
I remember. Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Jay had a heart attack.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, let me just like ask a blanket question. Like when people join this company, you're banging the drum. Why is that? Like I've known that about you for a long time. You're a positive dude. You're upbeat. You're just like, yeah. You know, like you,
Tilghman
I mean,
all the
you're a
way.
rah-rah guy.
Yeah.
Right? You are.
So I've worked a lot of places in my career, and most of them are dirtbags. You know,
Yeah.
you don't know when you're gonna get paid. If you're sick, it's a problem. If there's a family emergency, it's a problem. Here, it's like if you give a notice and you let them know what's going on, they have your back, and that's hard to find. The people that work here are like brothers. You know, deep, good relationships with the people you work with is very important. You spend more time with them than you do your family. So if you have a healthy workplace, you'll have a healthy life.
Yeah.
So
That's true. I mean, when you came here though, like I would talk about culture. When you were hired, that's the perfect time of
the switch.
the company because I didn't have much to show for, right? I mean, it was a sizable company, but it wasn't what it is today. And it certainly, we didn't have like the culture that I wanted to have. It was like, come on, come with me. Here's what it's gonna be. I promise.
Yeah.
Right. And but you saw all the waves. You saw us hire the wrong people. You saw us crash and burn a few times, and so I feel like I've always looked at you as like somebody who helped build the culture.
Well,
So
thank you.
why did you do that? Like you obviously see that as important.
Well, I want people to treat me the way I treat them on job sites. If I'm nice to you, or if I give you a hand here, and if I'm stuck and I need a hand, I expect somebody to help me out because I drop everything for the guy next to me. You know,
Why do you drop everything for the guy next to you? I think that's my question.
it's the right thing to do. I mean, if somebody's struggling with something and you want to keep the progress going, help a guy out. You know, teach them, teach one, learn one. You know,
Yeah. Each one, teach one.
Or that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I messed that up.
It's all good.
And then, and with the people that you've hired recently, it's pretty easy to get up and go to work.
Yeah.
I enjoy coming in every day, whether it's 99 degrees or 7 degrees, we're out there. So got to make it what it's worth. And, I hope people look at me as I'm a brother to them. I mean, we all established good friendships outside of work. I hang out with most of the guys outside of work, do some activities that,
It's awesome.
that
Yeah, you were
men
just
like to
telling
do.
me everybody's coming to watch that UFC fight
Yeah, you better come.
on the 14th, right?
14th.
All right. So if anybody is free that day, I'll put Mike's address in the
Yeah, you gotta let me
description.
make the invitation. I'm doing a AI generated invitation. through
Okay,
Chat
cool.
GPT.
Well, because we have so many listeners to this podcast, you're going to
You
end up
will
with
after this one.
like a Project X. You ever
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah.
That's an awesome movie.
Car goes in the swimming pool.
Yeah. So why do you think people enjoy working here? Like at this point, we have a lot of guys that really like their job. And why do you think that they like their job?
Honestly, they like working here because they like the people they're working for. We just had a little hiccup about wages with gas, and Bob and you and Joanne gave a raise across the whole board to every carpenter in the company, and people don't do that. They want to not struggle, but they wouldn't accommodate an entire company in one shot like that, and it helps everybody because things aren't, things aren't the way they were 5 years ago. Gas is almost $5, a box of cereal $6, milk is $6,
Yeah.
eggs, so it's hard to keep, the dinner table full
Yep.
when everything's so expensive. And you guys gave $1 to everybody, which is huge. I mean, normal contractors don't do that. Be lucky if you get paid on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think, that's like, it's just one of the biggest things that we've learned over the years is like, or that, I don't know, it just makes sense to me. Like the company only runs smooth because we have a lot of people in it that love their job. So like sometimes like that's the thing about, that's why we're doing this podcast, because company culture is like it's easy when it's easy, right? It's like, oh yeah, so-and-so's cool, or like the owner's cool or whatever it is. But it's like, well, how cool? Like, is he cool when it's tough? Like, is it cool? Yeah. Eventually you got to put your money where your mouth is too. So I don't know. I look at turbulent times as an opportunity, as like a real opportunity to show people how much you mean it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You showed it. So I know all the guys are really, really happy and working even harder than they were before. So
good.
Guys are showing up on time, ready to bust their butts.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess for everybody listening, I mean, if the purpose of the podcast is to reach other business owners and encourage you to run your business in the same way, but so like this is for them. Our first quarter was awful.
Yeah.
We didn't make any money at all. It was awful, and which made the decision tough. But what's one way to make quarter two awful? Piss off all your field guys. I mean, you guys are the heartbeat, know. Well, you're like the blood running through the veins.
Yeah, you're the heartbeat.
Yeah, and so it's just, I don't know. Anyway, I didn't know we were going to get into that, but
me neither.
I appreciate you. And you sent me a text. That was nice.
Yeah, of course.
What makes someone successful in this company other than construction skills, carpentry skills, right? Like, yeah, all right. We could hire a guy right now, man. He'd probably be awesome at crown molding and do everything perfect and all this. But that is not everything, and we've learned that over the years. You've been working with the wrong hires.
We have,
as they've come and go.
One in particular I can name. Actually, probably two.
probably
more than that. Yeah.
So, what, in your opinion, if I just got hired here and you had me for a second, I'm like, yo, man, how can I be successful here? I want to get good at carpentry. I plan to one day, but what can I do now other than getting good at carpentry?
Yeah. So you just, when you see something that you're interested in, or if a lead has you on something and you're not quite sure how to do it, ask somebody. Ask the right questions. Ask to get taught the right way, the Tilghman way. There's a lot of ways to do things, but there's only one way, and that's the Tilghman way. We cope our baseboard, and some of the new guys come in. Why do we cope our baseboard? You can't just 45 and caulk it. We don't use caulk. That's just something. You tell them early enough, and then you mold your carpenter friend into a nice carpenter, Another thing is just be reasonable. If you mess something up, own it. If you don't want to own it, it could lead to other bad things. People may not trust you. You may not be asked to do difficult tasks or challenging tasks. And probably the third thing is challenge yourself. If you think you can handle something, go up to the lead and say, "Hey, I want to challenge myself and do this real quick."
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Are the leads pretty good at doing that?
They
Like
are.
letting you go?
Yeah. Bill in particular will let you go, but he'll reel you back in too if he sees that you're,
Cool.
slipping a little bit. But he does it in a very nice way.
He's a very nice guy.
He is. He's my favorite.
He's great. He's a great dude, man.
He is.
I'm going to have him on too one time.
He'll be over on Sunday.
I know you said that.
Yeah.
That's good. So this is I want to talk. You've become obviously one of the biggest advocates for the company. You just are. Why are you? You seem to be passionate about what we're building here, and I think we already kind of talked about it. What responsibilities do employees have in creating a culture? Like I've always said, on this podcast, like I've said, you don't need to be the owner of the business to create a good company culture. Right, you could be, in a team of 100, you could be like number 40, and you just start valuing a good culture. Eventually, you'll find yourself at the top because you're driving results. Like you're making happy people.
Right.
So what responsibility do employees have in creating the culture?
Just treating everybody with respect. You don't want the customer overhearing you bad mouthing each other. When you're on the same team, it's not a good look.
Right.
Wouldn't be a good look for our company. Just stay positive, be nice to one another. We have three word sayings.
Core values.
Core values: honesty, accountability, and kindness. Kindness is a huge one. You could be like, "Oh, Bill, I f***ed this up," or "I messed this up. Sorry, guys."
It's okay.
And
JP was the first person to curse on the podcast.
Jamie?
JP.
Oh, JP.
Yeah.
Figures. And then Bill, I really messed this up. I want to fix it. Can you show me how? With that, you're creating a wave of camaraderie, I guess, because you stepped out of your comfort zone. You said, "Hey, I messed up. Can you help me with this?" And, Bill's usually kind when you mess something up, usually, but there has been times where, it didn't go over so well, but some things are out of our control.
Yeah.
But you just hammer away at that and just be nice, just be a nice person,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've said it many times in the past, keep your relationship strong.
Yeah.
And that's I just think that's probably the most important thing because I don't know. It's like your life resume, what do people say about you when you're not around?
Exactly. Or, you're spending 40 hours with 5 people. I see my fiance 24 hours out of the week because the rest of the time I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
So you got to make it good for, you and the guy next to you.
Yeah.
I mean, people will say and do certain things, but put your money where your mouth is, just be nice.
I feel like in the field,
we all love each other, bro.
Yeah. You guys have a killer culture.
Yeah.
You guys, I mean, I think when I had Jay on here, he was like, I'm jealous of the guys in the field because we did not have that.
I was a part of it.
Yeah. We didn't have that. And now you guys really do. I couldn't imagine.
Dude, there was guys coming up on Jay's job, drinking a 6-pack, throwing it in a dumpster, and just being ready to work, and I'm like, this guy's swinging a 6 pound sledgehammer over our heads. I'm
I
not
remember.
comfortable with that.
I
You
remember.
know, so you got to trust one another. If they're doing the right thing, and if they're doing the wrong thing, call them out on it. That
Yeah.
guy doesn't work here anymore. Don't worry.
Yeah, he
He's
didn't.
probably in a loony bin
He didn't. He
somewhere.
didn't. He didn't last much longer than. Well, as soon as we found out, he left.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
soon as I found out, he left.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah. So I feel like when there's a new team member who comes aboard, I'm always happy when he's with you.
yeah. They gravitate towards me for some
So
reason.
yeah, I know they do. Why do they do that? Like, what are you doing, and why are you doing that?
I just get them involved. You know, new guy. I was there once. I was that guy one time. You know, and the best leader we had for me to start with was Jay. Jay was a really good role model. He knew his shit. You know, he worked really hard. Gave us long breaks. And sorry, Jay, I ratted Jay out.
It's okay.
You know, and like the new guys, you know, they want to prove themselves early. You know, they always want to, like Eddie's a great example. Eddie asks questions all day. What's this do? What's that for? How are we gonna do this? Is this the right way to do this? You know, he's hungry. You know, just come up and be hungry. You know, it's only gonna make you better. It's only gonna make people want to work with you if you want to, you know, work alongside of, you know, people that have been here for a while.
Yeah.
You know, you want to move that lumber? I'm grabbing 6 studs. I'm grabbing 8. Make it a competition.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's how they roll out there.
That's good.
So
Cool. Do you think that culture? I want you to think about this answer. Do you think culture comes from the top? Like, does it come from the owner, or does it come from within? Like from the team?
it definitely comes in within. You could sit there and say nice things from the top all day, but if you don't put it in play, it means nothing. I can say, "Oh yeah, I treated him good that day," you know, and then find out that I didn't treat him good, and I gave him all the shit jobs to do. You know,
Right.
you know, put your money where your mouth is, and it starts with you. You know, it starts with the person that's you. You know, if you want to be treated like, you know, treat other people the way you want to be treated, and you'll get further. You know, culture is a thing that is very contagious. If one guy's happy go lucky, you know, the next guy next to him is too. If the guy showed up and he crashed his car, we'll make a joke about it, get him to laugh about it, and you know,
Yeah.
it's the way we are, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Culture exists no matter what. It's whether or not you have a good culture or a bad culture.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
just it's not something that can be, you know, you could say all you want from the top. It's you gotta put
Yeah.
it into action.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you heard me for years, like talking about culture when we still didn't really quite have it.
Yeah.
You know, and like I did that on purpose because like I wasn't going to stop until we did have it.
Yeah.
You know, and part of it was like not tricking you guys, but like kind of like I wanted you to be excited about a future state
Yeah.
that we didn't yet have.
Yeah.
And so I would constantly say like culture, like one day we're going to be this, one day we're going to be that, you know, and slowly but surely, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, you've watched like
I have.
and now it's very steady.
Yeah, it's something that doesn't need to be taught here anymore.
Yeah.
But it still needs to be talked about. You know, you guys, the leads still do their shout outs midweek. You know, that's important.
It is, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. Because if somebody's slacking or if they're not putting their full potential into a work day, somebody needs to know about it. But if they're killing it, you know, they also need to know about it. So it works both ways,
Yeah.
you know, and I you know, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Cool. How do you know when the culture's healthy? Or how do
That's
you know when
easy.
it's not healthy? You
Oh,
pick
when
one.
it's not when it's not healthy.
Either one.
All right. So when it's not healthy, it's like, uh, hey Ben, can you grab me that piece of plywood over there? Oh man, I'm kind of busy. Can you get it yourself? And it's like, all right, dude. Well, if I asked you, I kind of need it now. I can't
Yeah.
really wait. I'm on a 40-foot ladder trying to piece in this window. You
Right.
know,
Right.
or there's, I mean,
You nailed
it's
it.
it's more good than bad. I personally haven't been on a job site where it's like, oh man, we got to work with this guy again.
Yeah.
Shit, what are we
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Or hey, Eddie's miserable today. Let's get him to laugh. Yeah, let's get him to laugh. Hey Eddie, did you hear
Yeah.
this
That's
joke before?
good.
Try to turn it around instead of harping on the day like Eddie's miserable, so I might as well be miserable. Because
Yeah.
miserable loves company, and it's easy to spread just as good as spreading the positive.
Yeah. That's
So
awesome. That's
yeah.
cool to hear that you guys do stuff like that. That's good.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Or
Sure.
it's like, oh, I crashed my car, or I needed a mental day tomorrow, or it's like, what happened, Bob? Would you have a period or something?
Oh, jeez.
Something like
Sure.
that.
Sure.
So that's how we
Construction
are
guys.
bunch of guys.
You're so I mean, I've already said it, like whether you know it or not, you're a leader in the company. What how do you keep morale high when things dip? And I mean, like, I don't know what kind of day is it. Maybe it's the beam day, big steel beam, or maybe
Yeah,
it's
stress is high.
digging pier footings out back in a hot day.
Yeah.
Like it's like you guys are like almost hitting your physical max,
Plateau.
right? Like I feel like you're one of the few that would
Keep going.
shine in a situation like that.
Yeah.
And almost find an opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. You just find an opportunity to boost your guys, just be like, hey, you need a break? I got it for a couple minutes,
Awesome.
Or, Dylan, I'll help you out. I'll get the digging bar and you could just get the loose stuff. Don't break your back. I'm here too. Hey guys, can you stay an hour late on the job? Yeah, no problem. So that's any opportunity that I see. If somebody's struggling with something, if they're down on themselves, or if they made a mistake and they feel really bad about it, I can think of a time that just happened about a month ago. Somebody was drilling a towel bar into tile, and the drill bit slipped, and he scratched the finished tile, and he didn't know what to do. And I said, just go up to whoever and say, hey, I messed this up, but I'm willing to fix it. Whatever the cost is, or, I'll pay for it or whatever. And, the guy said, oh, don't worry about it. We should really have the tile guys do this. It should be a part of their scope of work because this could be avoided. And instead of like burying him, he kind of said it was okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good leader.
Yeah, it definitely
So,
is.
That's an example that, that I was a part of, because the guy came up to me and didn't know how to tell on himself to the boss.
Right.
It
all points back to the core values.
Does. I could have been like,
honesty.
hey, I'm not the boss. I don't care.
Hey man, honesty gets you points around here.
It does.
Honestly, I didn't mean to say that, but
no pun intended.
Yeah, it's just an opportunity. Like, I don't know. Accountability is like connected with like sorry, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's like sorry, I messed up. But honesty is like, well, I don't know. It's just equally as important. Like I love if I mess up with somebody and I get a chance to say sorry, like that's good for the relationship,
right?
Like just like that. Mm-hmm. Now that person knows that whatever they thought before, just changed to only a little bit, right? Yeah. Okay, so now I see. Okay, So you're not perfect, but when you mess up, you're good with saying sorry. Okay, so I can trust you. You're actually like right. And I just value that in a relationship. I just think it's important.
It's good to value that because you don't want a bullshitter. You know?
And you don't want somebody that thinks that they're above making a mistake.
Right. Or hiding it too.
Yeah.
Because that's only going to cause
a
bigger headache if the customer catches it before the boss catches it. You're in deep doo-doo now. You know, because
and like honesty is like once you lie once, like everything's really ruined, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, right? Like,
it's true.
Yeah.
It is true.
You don't get to lie once.
No, you don't get rewarded like that.
No, like, and you don't, and like it ruins the relationship forever.
It does.
Or at least for a very, very long time. You know?
For sure.
So,
yep. You don't want to stain your relationships.
What'd you say?
You don't want to stain your relationships.
Yeah,
especially with the people you work with.
Yeah.
You know, you want
a lot
to
of
be
people
trusted.
don't see it that way. Not in our company. I feel like, I mean, I don't know
in the world
guys in the field, but
yeah,
you know, the guys I do know very closely in here, you know, everybody's honest.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. So let's shift gears. Mike, a few years ago, things weren't going your way.
Not at all. Not even close.
You were struggling. You weren't quite hitting the mark, right? And ultimately, we parted ways. Okay, and I think I assured you, like, if you cleaned up your act, we would have you back. You've been back for 2 years. Were you gone for like what, a year?
10 months.
10 months. Okay. So, was there a turning point that we came across? Like, was there a turning point where you're like, oh man, I gotta change? There was in my life. I could identify it. Boom. Everything had to change.
There was a significant change that I had to make within myself to be pretty much a man.
Yeah.
I was acting like a little boy at the time that you let me go, but I thank you for doing it because I learned so much about myself in those 10 months. You know, I quit drinking, 2 years solid. That wasn't the issue anyway, but it was just in the way.
Yep.
You know, I didn't know how to shut it off. You know, with me, you know, I can get addicted to anything. You know, so I had to find myself again. And you were a stepping stone along the way for me to find myself because I never hit rock bottom until the day you let me go. And once you let me go, it sucked for everybody. It sucked for you. It sucked for me. But you still took care of me on my way out. You gave me another chance. And when I came in, I told you I was changed. And I haven't looked back since. And JP was a little nervous bringing me back, but he saw something in me that was different. And I got put on a 30-day contract. If I were to mess up in those 30 days, kiss the second chance goodbye, you know, and I just put my head down and came to work and didn't look back. There's a couple of motivational YouTube videos I started watching in the time that I was away, and it just opened my eyes. And actually, you're the one who put me onto it. I just never watched them. And there was this one segment, I was just like, I can't not watch this. You know, it was 45 minutes long, and I said, I'm going to be this person, you know, or I'm going to act like this person. And, you know, it was hard to look my fiance in the face and say, hey, I got let go today, you know, and she was devastated. You know, I have a family with 2 kids, and me with no job is not anywhere I wanted to be. But yeah, ever since I came back, it's been great. It's been real nice.
Yeah, it is good. It's really
been really good.
I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, we've talked about this a lot.
Yeah,
but
we have.
Like, you know, you, yeah, you turned your act around. And honestly, that's better than somebody that's just been perfect from the start. You know, I don't know.
Well, it's good to prove my worth here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you guys saw something in me that I didn't see, a
Yeah.
long time ago, and I found it and I'm holding on to it.
Yeah. I mean, I remember this time so vividly. Like I remember, like we all knew who you were, and then you started slipping, and we were like, you can't even be mad at it. Like that's just not even him, and like he's got to, come back to, and start reaching his potential. Like you hadn't scratched
No,
at your potential
not
at
even
all.
close.
Yeah. And like, when you came back, I just, yeah, I was impressed. I mean, you stopped drinking, like you said, that wasn't the issue. Like it just was in the way. And so, anyway, man, I'm proud of you. And like, ever since then you've climbed the ranks. The team loves you,
Yeah,
they
do.
loved you before too.
Yeah.
Everybody was worried about you.
Yeah.
You know that.
I had a few phone calls after everything
sure.
happened. So
Yeah. It's, being a man, like I've been part of these conversations so many times, like eventually the conversation changes. Like eventually it's like, hey, listen, you're a man and nobody's coming to help you.
yeah, nobody cares that you're crying.
Nobody cares.
Nobody's gonna lift you up. You
Yeah.
got to do it yourself.
And like, who like as supportive as our wives are for us and ought to be, there's also a point that they reach and it's like, sorry, you had a bad day, but I don't care. Man up and get out there and fix it, or be more creative, or work harder, or whatever the thing is. Like, wives are supposed to be supportive, but they're not supposed to,
Baby you.
not for too long. Maybe you get one bad day, but you better get up early and have your clothes put out the night before,
So funny thing is, Amanda, I actually had to leave the house because we were just arguing, and I stayed with my aunt, and I found a job. It was a good job. It wasn't here, but it was decent. It put food on the plate. So, but they dried up in November, a month before Christmas, and I stumbled my way back into here and said, I think it was February I came back. I think I saved enough money where I was like, hey, babe, here's $5,000. Go get the kids Christmas gifts. I'm going to hold on to the rest, and I'm going to take 2 months off before I start my new journey somewhere. I just had to ground myself somewhere. And I remember having a conversation with Bill. And I said, Bill, what do you think? Should I go to Eric's office and ask him to come back? And he's
like, yeah, buddy. Yeah, go ask him.
he was just like, well, Mike, he said, are you prepared for him to say no? And I said, yes. He said, are you prepared for him to say yes? And I said, I don't know. And he said, well, you need to know before you go in that office. I think the day later, I didn't even call you. I just showed up here and I walked in your office and I said, hey, Eric, it's been 10 months. Can we talk? And you said, yes.
I probably said, you still smoking cigarettes?
Yeah, you definitely did. But yeah, that's the next thing I need to quit. But that's for another podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll do another podcast.
We'll do a podcast on bad habits.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, bad habits are common in our industry.
Yeah. So I left here feeling good about our conversation, and JP reached out, and I hounded JP for about 3 days because he just was so busy. He didn't give me a direct answer. And then he gave me the 30-day contract, and I never looked back.
Yeah.
I'll never mess up like that again.
Yeah.
It's like
we're happy you're back, man.
It's a life lesson.
What are you most proud of today? I mean, here you are,
Well, I recently bought a house a year ago, so I'm a new home buyer, or a home owner. And it feels good to own your own house rather than renting. I was renting for probably, probably my entire relationship with Amanda. We were in an apartment. And once I had my son, we were in Philadelphia, and I said, "Babe, we need to get out of here." My
Yeah.
daughter was, excuse me, in school, and she was coming home with like bad attitudes and cursing, and I'm like, she's learning all this from school. We got to get out of here. So she was in 5th grade, and Mason was just 1, and we moved to Dublin, Bucks County. At an apartment, and it suited us for a little bit, but when the kids got older, we just ran out of room. So we were able to purchase our home in Percy in April of last year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's been, my life definitely did a 360 from
Good, man.
4 years ago or whatever. So,
Yep.
but I always keep myself grounded and spiritually, mentally, and physically. You got to take care of yourself before you can take care of anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You and I, we like kind of the same online content about personal growth.
Oh, yeah.
We talk all day about that.
I don't think anybody else enjoys it like us.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. It changes lives.
It's the greatest.
Literally, I want to write Ed Milet, even though I heard he's a cheater, but
yeah, I heard that too.
he's a fake. But there's other, like Tony Robbins is good.
Yeah.
David Goggins.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah. There's a ton of good guys.
So I enjoy, you put me on to that. So, I want to thank you for that, because I wouldn't be where I was or where I am today without that kind of motivation.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
yeah,
you reach on fatherhood, everything, work,
yeah,
how to be successful.
I like talking about that because, I was just an idiot, and then it sounds so stupid, but I realized like I didn't apply myself until late in life. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to, if I could get to one of these 21-year-olds who works for us and get them to see what I found out years later. Like, you can change people's lives.
You have a couple.
Yeah, there's a couple.
I would say in our company right now, you probably impacted 3 to 4 young guys. Good. I know for sure.
Yeah.
One of them excelled extremely fast. Actually, one even excelled way faster than the other one did.
You talking about Joe
C? Yeah. Gotta give my man a shout out.
I think Dave did it on his own.
Dave did do it on his own, but he had Mark for a year.
Right. Yeah,
and it was just him and Mark the whole time.
Yeah.
And Mark was a good framer. He was an asshole, but he was a good framer.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Dave is your best framer.
Yeah,
in my opinion. They're all good, but
he's
in my
great.
opinion.
I'll have Dave on for sure.
And he's so
yeah.
Hi everybody.
He's an awesome leader because
he's the driest.
I wish I was like, there's like it's like somebody walks into the room and it's like, all right, which one of you guys is the leader? Right? And like sometimes like the leader's just like the quiet guy.
Yeah,
in the corner.
that's him.
And like that's him.
Yeah.
And I admire that because I just have a different style and
he lets his work.
I'm in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, he lets his work speak for him.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah,
he really is.
Love Dave, my best friend, man.
Yeah, he's
we tight.
Huh?
We tight. That's my boy.
We'll wrap this up. I got some more questions for you though.
Go for it.
So we'll hit these questions quick. So what does Tilghman Builders mean to you?
Tilghman Builders means a lot to me. It's not just a construction job. You build friendships here with the higher ups. Like, I envy your friendship with me. I know you're honest with me. I don't have to worry about if I'm getting paid on Friday. Mm-hmm. We get paid early, actually. Mm-hmm. So there's never a doubt in my mind that you won't stop taking care of us. And that's the biggest thing for me in a company, is that you take care of your employees.
Cool. Well, that's easy. We'll just keep paying you.
Yeah, that's easy, right? Just Just keep everybody. Just keep
Yeah.
getting everybody $1 raise. It's okay.
Yeah. We can't keep doing that, but we can keep growing the company to allow for everybody to grow.
Yeah.
You know, it's like so many construction companies or companies in general. It's like you got the top few guys and like, you know, whatever.
The helpers.
Like they don't build the company for anybody but themselves.
Right.
And that's a big difference. Like, you know, I don't know. I can't unsee that.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's good you can't, because you don't want to be stagnant. You don't want to be like the other contractors out there.
Well, and also I have fun doing this. Like I have fun trying to grow the company, you know, and helping people, helping team members. And, you know, I don't know, because you know, you guys have it good. And so then our clients have it good.
Yeah.
And like, I just can't unsee that. Like I enjoy that part a lot.
Yeah.
So
it's good.
Like, I don't know. I enjoy my job, you know, so I'm going to keep it going.
Yeah. Good.
What do you hope the company looks like in 10 years?
I hope we're nationwide.
Do you?
Yeah. I want to go to North Carolina, baby.
North Carolina, huh?
Yeah. I got family down there, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'll put that in my thoughts.
Forget about New Jersey for a minute and go to North Carolina. I have beach houses we could stay at.
Well, Cape May,
Six of them.
Cape May, New Jersey is the second stop.
Really? I'm down for that. Down the shore? Oh, yeah. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Hazard pay, though.
I hear the contractors down there are so unreliable.
Yeah. Every beachfront is like that. My uncle just put up 6 houses. He's not even a contractor. He put up 6 beach houses in North Carolina.
It's awesome.
6 mortgages. I'm like, how are you paying for all this, bro?
Yeah, that's awesome.
You have to rent them out. That's what he's doing.
Smart guy. What do you hope people think of when they hear your name?
Culture vulture, baby.
Culture vulture. Nice, dude.
I want them to know that I'm gonna give them my all, week in and week out. Whether it's if I'm late or not. You know, I've had some hiccups. Do you
want them to think that you're fun? I mean,
they already do.
I'll say this to the viewers: Mike is being very well behaved on this podcast.
I am.
Mike is a wild man.
Used to be. I'm tied down now.
You are a fun, energetic dude.
Yeah.
Is that? Do you like being that way?
Yeah.
Do you want people to think of you the way that we all do think of you?
I want everybody to smile on my job site.
Cool.
And laugh, because let's face it, work sucks, especially 99 degrees, lifting heavy.
Yeah.
Getting hurt, getting cut.
Yep.
Just let's laugh. Let's make fun of each other.
Cool, man.
You know, so that's the way most of everybody here looks at me. You know, they think I'm the fun guy. I know how to turn it off though too.
Good. Yeah, I've noticed that change.
That's important.
That's the difference I see. That's one of the differences I see. It's like, you seem to be more
less
of a leader.
Chatty.
Huh?
Less chatty.
Less chatty, yeah. Yeah.
I still talk my.
It's all good. I do too. So, all right, this is your Ed Milet moment. All right. This is your each one teach one moment. So if somebody's struggling in life right now, you just came out of the grips of a downfall, right? And it could have kept going. I mean, it could have just rocked your whole life, ruined your son's life, your daughter's life, right? Your Amanda's life, who is such a blessing.
Yeah, she is.
I know Amanda enough.
Yeah.
She is, I don't know what you did to land her, but she's good to you. And I'm happy that you're manning up. You know, she's a good person.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She holds me down, man.
She's great.
I can't give enough credit to her.
Yeah. Well, good.
Her and my mom.
Huh?
Her and my mom.
Yeah, that's cool. So if somebody's struggling right now, what advice would you give?
I'll just tell them to keep treading water. Keep your head up. If you need anything, let me know. I'm there for you. You need to borrow some money, I'm here for you. You know, whatever you need, I'm there.
Cool.
To my employees, my friends, they can beat it.
Got it.
You know?
Cool, man. Cool. Well, Mike, thanks for being on the podcast today, man. I've been looking forward to this one.
Me too.
You're a fun dude. I've known you for 6 years and counting, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna know me for another 6.
Another 6 at
I'm
least,
not
right?
going nowhere.
Cool, man. Me either.
All right, good.
All right, bro. All right, everybody. As always, thanks for staying tuned. Stay positive, be nice, and step out of your comfort zone. Bye.